Hello and welcome to episode 99 of Oatmeal Breakfast Plays a Video Game, the least watched show on the internet. I don't have any data to back that up. I am not very good at research, haha. I have made 99 episodes of Oatmeal Breakfast Plays a Video Game. Great for me. On today's episode I start solving another ksudoku puzzle. Is anyone surprised that I am playing ksudoku on Oatmeal Breakfast Plays a Video Game? I thought not. What am I going to talk about today? I thought I would start out talking about a video that was a Kim's Pick video. The Kim being Kim Commando. The video talked about the dangers of moon dust. I never thought that moon dust could be hazardous to astronauts. That shows how much I need to learn about space. I don't know if I could go into space. Even if there were space taxis that took people to the moon or Mars. Looking back at the moon might scare me. Me in a little vehicle traveling through space. And I could not get back to Earth right away, if I wanted to. I wonder what it would feel like to go into space. Not many humans have gone into space. It's amazing to me that any humans have gone into space. So cooler. It would be so cool to travel to distant planets in other galaxies. Live on exoplanets. I wonder if there is life out there. I sure hope so. It would be so fun to see what it looked like. Where that life lived. Yep. I sure hope we are not alone on Earth. Since there are what may be billions of planets out there, I hope that life is out there on another planet, and that we find that planet someday. There was another Kim's Pick video about the fact that someday the universe will end. Watching the video made me feel down. One day all the great discoveries of science will be gone. But first the sun will expand, and engulf the Earth. I think the sun will turn into a red dwarf as it runs out of fuel. But before that, Earth's atmosphere will burn off, and all life on Earth will not be able to live. I think it goes something like that. I found that upsetting. All the plants and animals on Earth will be dead. All those billions of years of evolution poof gone. No more. I knew that the Earth would not be able to live forever, but I never knew that the universe would end until I watched that Kim's Pick video. Maybe by the time the universe uses up all its energy, science will have figured out how to renew the universe. That is, if humanity is still around. I hope humans are around until the universe ends. If humanity were ever able to live on different planets, would we take as many animals as we could? What will happen to the animals? I hope, if humans move to distant planets, that we will be able to take as many animals as we can. On another Kim's Pick video it mentioned maybe one day we could be able to travel through space using Earth as the spaceship. I hope I understood that right. That would be interesting. Instead of building a spaceship, we use Earth as the spaceship to get us to distant galaxies. I had never considered that one day we may be able to move the whole Earth. Maybe one day, instead of traveling around the world, people will be able to travel to distant exoplanets. Instead of saying I am going on a round the world trip, someone will be able to say I am going on a round the galaxy trip. I think it would be exciting to live on Mars. I don't have much interest in traveling the world, but traveling to Mars might be something I want to do. I read an article in a magazine about a young woman who wants to be able to go to Mars. So does a lot of work. Maybe what it was is that she wants to be an astronaut and travel to Mars. Anyway, she wants to travel to Mars. I never had a dream like that when I was young. I thought that is so cool. She is working so hard so that one day she may travel to Mars. Maybe one day people will be able to take a vacation to the sun. Now that would be a sightseeing tour. There would be tour guides that would tell you about the history of the sun, and about how the sun will die. I read a book about the sun. I hope I have this face right, but I think it takes 100,000 years for the light that the sun makes to get to the surface of the sun. So I think that means the light that we are seeing now was made 100,000 years ago. I am not sure about that, though it must be something like that. I wish I knew more about the solar system. I want to know everything. I know I need to know more about the ocean. The universe is amazing. I know I could never have dreamed something up like the Earth or the sun. Wow. I am glad I am not the smartest person who has ever lived. Though I wish I were the smartest person who ever lived. How cool would that be? I always thought it would be great to be so smart. Alas, I fall so short of that. I can't wait for NASA to go back to the moon in 2022. I think that is the date that we are going back to the moon. I was not alive the last time NASA sent people to the moon. I wish I could travel to Venus. Too bad it's so hot and not habitable. I think it's my favorite planet. I like yellow color. I would like to go to Mercury also. Maybe I do want to travel to other planets. It would take too long to get there though. Even if there were transporters that could transport things to other planets, I am not sure that I would want to use one. Correct that I would never use a transporter for travel. Maybe one day people will be able to travel the Milky Way. What came first, the candy bar or the name of the galaxy? I am thinking the name of the galaxy. I have got to write a lot more. It's fun writing about the galaxy. One of my favorite science writers is Neil deGrasse Tyson. I even listened to his podcast for a while. His podcast is called Start Talk. Bill Nye hosted the podcast sometimes. It's probably been years since I listened to Start Talk. I used to listen to Start Talk while getting one of my songs ready to upload to the internet. There are so many cool things to learn, and I want to learn them all. If there is ever a tour bus to travel around the Milky Way, I want to be on it. I want to see all the sights. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and all their moons, the Kuiper Belt, exoplanets. Forget traveling around the Earth, I want to travel around the Milky Way. I suppose I would like to travel under the sea. The sea covers what, 2/3 of the Earth. So I should learn more about the ocean. I have read books about crabs and octopus. Cool animals. From the octopus book I learned that octopus taste good when they are microwaved. I am sure I have that right. I don't know if I would take it well if traveled in a submarine. Maybe I would get scared and want to get out of the submarine and the ocean, or I might like riding in a submarine. I don't think I ever want to scuba dive or snorkel. I don't have much interest in learning how to fly a plane. I have never flown on a commercial jet.